Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self-Storage. It is Friday morning, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the feedback we've had from microsites. It's been an incredible amount of people getting in contact about microsites, and also Wednesday's episode about my KPIs. Because of all the feedback that I got, what I've done is I have done a real deep dive into this, and I've got a book here. I've got my remarkable pens here, and I've just put it on, well, I've asked my VA to put it on Upwork so we can get designs as a PDF. And I'm gonna continue building this, and all the KPIs I'm gonna design, and they're also gonna have the drivers as well. So every single KPI and every single driver, and it's gonna be in a PDF. And what I'm gonna do is be able to give it out to people. So therefore you've got it, and it's been designed, $100. Somebody's gonna do it for me on Upwork, and it's gonna be 9 pages. Probably too expensive, but never mind, $100. And then I'm gonna be able to give it to you guys, because I know that everybody has been going bananas about that. So then everybody can have the KPIs, the drivers, the levers, and how we just move the drivers, move the levers to position ourselves and to improve where we're going wrong. And obviously, if we push one, like the revenue, we push it too far, then sometimes we're gonna have to pull the levers, pull the drivers to make sure that we pull it back into success. And that is the idea. Storage isn't hard, storage isn't difficult, but maximizing your potential, maximizing your site is hard, it's difficult, and most people don't do that. And so I want to make sure that I am learning with you. I want to make sure that anything I learn how to maximize my revenue, I feel like that we are really, really close to maximizing our revenue, squeezing as much as we possibly can out. I want to make sure that I give it to you as well, because why not? So yes, that's what we're doing. And I'm also doing a real deep dive into, for example, I said that customers drive quotes. So your current customers will drive your quotes because you want them to be walking, talking billboards of your company. And therefore, if they tell their friends and tell their social cycles, then it will come back to you as a quote. And so obviously then you're like, okay, customers, how do we make sure that our customers know, like, and trust us? How do we have that brilliant relationship with our customers, even though we're increasing prices? How do we do that? And so what I'm doing now is I'm going through every single possible driver, and I'm saying, this is how we do it. Customer care. I spent the last 40 minutes going through customer care, what we do, how we're different, how do we treat our customers, what makes us special, and what we do. Every single thing that we do to make us special. I'm just like a playbook. It's a full playbook that I'm going to be just designing and giving out to everybody. So yeah, I'm really, really excited, because then it shows in a little booklet exactly what we do. It might be 100 pages eventually. I've got 9 pages already that will be given away from people from the KPI point of view that I did on Wednesday's episode. And then there might be, I don't know, another 90 pages, but it is going to be, and maybe I can read them to you as well. I don't know, an audible version. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really, really excited by that version. Okay, today, I've just come back from holiday down in Windsor, near Windsor area. And yeah, I was staying just outside Windsor. I was staying in another town because Windsor was full, because it was races, etc. And I started, when the wife's in bed and the kids are asleep, I start Googling self-storage areas in the local area. Why? Because I'm sad. And I just love it. I really, really enjoy it. No, more often than not, I find mistakes on websites that can easily be rectified, and their conversions will go up. But sometimes I find little golden nuggets. I can't remember where I was, but I found another golden nugget from another site I've never even done before. I was like, oh my God, this is good. And so wherever I go, I like to have a look at the local sites. And I want to tell you about a mistake that I saw somebody making that will massively, dramatically affect how many quotes they get. And all it is a little bit of psychology that we need to put in place. And yeah, I'll get onto it. Right, so where is my thingy? Here it is. Right, so it's about the quote form. The quote form is so crucial to your success. It's so critically important, because and by the way, this doesn't really matter for people who display prices on the website without any email capture system. But we do. We have our price on the website, but it's behind an ear an email wall. So basically you've got to put in your email and then we give you the prices. Right. So I put here, my notes are quote form. Don't ask too many questions on the first page because that's the first problem. It's got to be more than one page. It's got to be multiple pages because if somebody sees, psychologically speaking, and by the way, this will be all subconscious behavior. People won't know they're doing it, or even if they do, it's behaviors, it's psychological behaviors of patterns of people. And so if you have too many questions on that first page, then they'll look at it and think, you know, I'll do it later. And the more questions, the less likely they are to fill out the form and complete the form. And so what we need to do is do it in parts. So page 1, you can't have too many questions on there because when they press next or get quote, then they're already emotionally involved. They're already they've already put, I can't remember the exact word. It is from psychological sales books. Oh man. They've already put some time in. They've already invested time. So they're already time invested. So therefore, because they're already time invested when they press next to that next page, they're willing to answer the next few questions that you may have. Whether you hear about us or something like that, they're more likely to fill that in and press get quote again. But so many people on websites I see ask too many questions on that first page. I'll give you an example. And then I'll go through what you should have, the only things that you should have on your first quote page. So I put, they ask for their personal information. They're invested domain. Yeah. So basically this website that I was looking at, they asked for name, email, personal or business, number, their telephone number, size required. And by the way, another mistake they had here, there was no help for the size required. You've got to help and assist your customers through the process, through the journey, and you've got to help them where they might struggle and trip up. And for example, if size required, why not give them some information? We have pictures of a 50 square foot, for example. We tell you what you can fit in a 50 square foot and compared to a van, and then you can click half full, then you can click full, and you can just a person, you can click empty, you can click aerial view, you can click all that because we want the customer to be as educated as humanly possible on the size they need. So we need to give them that much help. The time needed they had on. Your inquiry, they had a box in your inquiry, and I put here whatever that's supposed to mean, and people could write in. I had no idea. They had location, and so they had 8 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, they had 8 things, and it was a big page. You had to scroll down. I'm thinking, oh my God, that intimidates me, and I'm in self-storage. I know what customers are going to be thinking and feeling. We've got to put ourselves in their shoes. You've got to be as concise as possible on that first page of the quote. It's too much. You will repel so many people with this approach. And so what I've got on my first page is, when do you need storage? We need to know that, because if it's immediately, then guess what? It doesn't matter if we had 9 quotes overnight. We get to the most important people first. The people, not the most important people, that's wrong terminology, but the people who need it quickly. And so therefore, because they could need it today, so let's get in touch with them. So if they need it immediately, we get in touch with them. So we ask, when do you need the storage and the reason for storage, moving home, decluttering, etc. That's all we ask. In fairness, you probably don't even need these on the first page. You could probably put these on the second page. And then we have, how much space do you need? And we have 25, 50, 75, all our room sizes there. For some reason, we've got a 20 foot there, which I had no idea why. It's random. And then we can put, what can you fit in a self, just some information at the bottom. That's all we need. And it puts next, enter your details. Now I have recently changed this, and I have put it to get quote now, or something like that. Get your quote. That's it. Because you don't want people to think, oh, enter your details next, or next, enter your details. Like, oh my God, I've got to enter my details. So that is a mistake that we've made. And again, no, I'm not perfect. And so we are improving all the time with the psychological factors involved. And the more sales books I read, the more psychological deep dives and developments that I do, I try to understand the customer more, and therefore I try to improve. So yeah, that's a big mistake we put. Enter your details next. Enter your details next. Enter your details. No, get quote, because you're saying get quote, and meaning that if you click that box, then I'll get the quote. However, is more information. So after we put that in, now we've got your details. We've got title, first name, last name. If we're a business, tick, email address, phone number, postcode. Where did you hear about us? And then we've got calculate price. Yes, we need all that information. We don't need all that information. Maybe we don't, but we do postcode. Maybe we could refine this, because postcode, when we first opened, we wanted to know where our quotes were coming from, what postcode, what areas of Hull we was hitting and stuff. But now we don't so much, because we're full. So the way we acted when we're in lease up is different to the way we act when we're a full site. So that's what I want to get across to you guys. You literally have to spread it out over 2 pages. So many people do it on 1 page, and that will intimidate your customers. If it intimidates your customers, you, my friends, will certainly lose out on the customers, because they will just think it's too much, and they will click elsewhere. They'll think I'll do it later, and it will never ever happen. I promise you, with this approach over 2 pages, you will 100% increase the amount of quotes you get. In fact, what if anybody does it on 1 page, I would love you to test it on Hotjar and just record people's interactions and see how many people actually click on that page and fill out the details. I want to guess it'd be less than 50% that would actually click on the page and fill it out. It's certainly less than 100%, obviously. Mine would be certainly less than 100%, but it's interesting to figure out. It's interesting to know. And so if anybody has got that on 1 page, please do the test. Go on Hotjar, record the page, record their interactions, how the customers do it, and what percentage of people click off before actually pressing it, because that information, that would be brilliant. Maybe I should do this on Hotjar as well. I would believe that even on mine, and the big boys are exactly the same, I would believe it's under 75% of people would actually fill this form out. So you're losing quite a lot. And if my numbers are correct and it's under 50% on the 1 page, then on 2 pages, it goes up to 75%. We're increasing the amount of people that are given the quote by 50%. From, if I reckon it's 50% on 1 page who complete it, to 75 people complete it on 2 pages, then that's a 50% uptake on your quotes. That is huge. And by the way, I'm just guessing this, I don't know, but they're the numbers I would suggest, around about somewhere near, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I think, as you can tell, I'm not very confident on that point, but maybe it is somewhere around there. Either way, I promise you that the 2-page quote form is a lot better than the 1-page quote form, my friends. So the title of this is 2-page quote form versus 1-page quote form. And yeah, I believe the 2-page quote form wins hands down in any test there is. I haven't done the tests. Do you know what? I normally like to test and challenge your assumptions, but on this case, I don't need to test it, because I 100% believe this to be true, that 2 pages will win over all. All right, my friends. So next week, Monday, we have another episode of How the Week is Gone. Wednesday, we are going through my month in numbers. And on Friday, what else have we got? Do you know what? I don't know. I haven't decided which one. I've got like 20 different podcasts that I can do and talk about. And you know me, I can talk about self-storage, marketing, and all that good stuff. I love it. All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I respect you. Go forth and do some amazing things. I will see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.